Brazil, I believe it was, had a shift in their fertility rates, and they attribute it in part to the TV shows. This was my home.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Pain and devastation. Yeah.
What, dude? Don't stop, bro.
This is gonna be the best day ever. This is gonna be the best day ever. Wake up.
So this would be a very compelling movie. And is you can still convey the values without making it like explicitly propaganda. I don't do like the dog die type of scenes. When I shed a tear, it's like...
But the cavalry charge, it's emotional, man. Yeah. It's emotional.
And it led to a shift in the fertility rates, like the future of this country's economics from the culture that they're consuming.
For a second there, I was thinking that you were saying we have to have enough babies to field our own army, which may not be a bad idea. You know what I'm saying?
I have an idea for a movie for the Book of Mormon. This is going to be like Blockbuster. It's not going to be the church made something and puts it up and it's like a great faith building devotional type of thing. This is more like for the masses type of movie.
So you want to make it like apocalypto,
yes.
Right? Okay,
and
cool.
Of course it's fun to do fan fiction. That's why this category exists. It's been around for a long time.
Wait, are there fan fiction Book of Mormon movies?
Oh, I don't know if movies, but stories. You'd read Tennis Shoes Among the Nephites? Someone in the comments has read Tennis Shoes Among the Nephites.
Really? There's Book of Mormon fan fiction?
Oh yeah, no, there's like time travel, like the people, and he's like having trouble with something, and they like him and his best nerdy friend and his girlfriend go back in time to like right before the destruction of the Nephites, and
it's called Tennis Shoes Among the
Nephites. Yes.
Whoever wrote Tennis Shoes Among the Nephites, I want you on my show.
I think it was like early 2000s.
Please reach out to your friends that wrote Tennis Shoes Amongst the Nephites and get them on the show. Okay, keep going.
So this is not an unheard of concept, but here's the reason why it's more than just a fun exercise, is because I'm going to tell a story. I was on an airplane, and they have, or at least they used to have,
like an Uchtdorf airplane? Like, I was on an airplane.
I was not flying the airplane, but... That was not even a German accent.
Yeah, that's right.
If I tried it, ich bin on the plane. No, not gonna. I already did it, so I guess it's too late. But I'm on this plane, and they have the magazines, and they have stories in magazines, and you read them while you're on the plane. So one of them was talking about how Brazil, I believe it was, had a shift in their fertility rates, and they attribute it in part to the TV shows, like what do they call it? Telenovelas or something like that.
Okay, rock on.
Yeah, and it's because it was just easier to produce shows where the family in the show only had one or two kids. There's less characters to manage, less children to manage, but they're really popular. So all these people see these families that only have like one or two kids, and it led to a shift in the fertility rates, like the future of this country's economics from the culture that they're consuming.
Dude, oh my gosh, okay.
Culture is important. And that is an example of a bad influence on a culture, because you're not going to survive if you only have one or two kids.
So what, we need like the Brady Bunch on steroids? We need like Octomom's reality show floating around?
What we need is what I put in the Discord. We need more stuff like this clip from Lord of the Rings. Now, for copyright purposes, we're not going to play with the sound and all that kind of stuff, but we're just going to play it while I'm talking about this concept. Oh, I hear it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
okay,
so this is Return of the King. This is a very famous scene in Return of the King where everything looks like it's lost. The city's about to be taken. Gandalf is about to be killed. But then the leader of this giant orc horde looks over, and with the sunrise, you got the good cinematography going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna mess up his name now, and everybody's
we're gonna get a couple of seconds of sound.
Theoden or something like that.
Okay, so they see the army.
Comes up. You got the music, you got the cinematography, you got the VFX, like everything is so on point, and it's telling this story of heroism, of sacrifice, like, because he's about to look out over the hordes now.
Yeah.
Look at all those guys. This is impossible, but they're undeterred. All these, men, strong men are going to go out there. They're going to do what they can to save their civilization, to save the women and the children, no matter what the cost.
Yeah.
And honestly,
That's like the Gadian robbers in the last days, man.
I have cried at a few movie scenes. I usually don't do like the dog died.
Really?
I don't do like the dog died type of scenes. When I shed a tear, it's like...
But the Calvary charge, it's emotional, man.
Yeah.
It's emotional.
The music is on point. The story leading up to this is beautiful. Tolkien wove in. Jesus Christ is not in this story, but the story of Christianity is all throughout Lord of the Rings, and that's intentional. And this one, Academy Award after award, it got so much money. It's part of our culture too today. They're trying to make all these remakes on it to do cash grabs, and they're not as good as the original. Like, this is culture, and this affects people's lives.
Okay, so what are you saying? What
I'm saying is not the church, but like independent people need to go out there and make content like this. And I think the Book of Mormon is a way that we can do it.
Oh, well, actually, there is one. I'm going to see. There's a movie that has been getting developed for a while. Very large. Actually, it's interesting because can't give away too much, all right, but this is already public domain, so I can say this, that Peter Jackson's company has been involved in a Book of Mormon movie.
Really?
That on a massive scale, something basically to the tune of this. And I've had a chance to talk to some producers, and I even have seen a couple lookbooks that I might be able to show you after this. But it is coming. Be faithful. It is coming. And do you hear that? You know who you are. You know who you are, and I know you watch my show, bro. So you better come on and you better talk about this, because there is a yearning. So for a second there, I was thinking that you were saying we have to have enough babies to field our own army, which may not be a bad idea. You know what
That's actually another episode, so we should just save it for save it for that one.
Increase the birth rate, so in case we have to storm, our own Bastille, we could just do it with a couple of families.
Look at that. Come on.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And the king
That's incredible.
Yeah, dude.
And we're not even playing the music with it. Oh, it's great. It's awesome stuff.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
In the Book of Mormon, everybody knows Alma. Everybody knows Alma the Younger.
Yeah.
But what are the political things happening around the conversion of Alma the Younger and his transition into becoming the high priest before he goes out on like his missionary journeys? And does the Alma 32 sermon.
I don't remember, dog. What?
Well, obviously Alma was King Noah, and he brings his little band of people back and rejoins with the people. And King Mosiah decides it is not a good idea to have a king over the people. We're going to go into the reign of the judges.
Oh, okay. I remember
so
that.
Alma has this conversion experience, this amazing conversion experience, going from bad to good in like 3 days.
Yeah, rock on.
And then if you're going to do it,
just do all of the sinning and then just flip-flop.
Not long after that, we have the transition from the Book of Mosiah to the Book of Alma. And that's because it was the transition from the reign of the kings of Nephi to the reign of the judges. That's the dividing mark between the Book of Alma and the Book of Mosiah. And very soon after this, I kind of get the sense that it's like this time of political turmoil.
Okay,
because the first story after the reign of the judges starts is Nehor. And he's trying to this is when priestcraft is like really introduced. The order of the Nehors is going on. But not long after that is the Amlici. Or Amlici.
Yeah, I remember him, yeah.
Yeah. And he wants to be king, and he gets together all the people. They have a vote. He doesn't win. He gets big mad, tries to fight them, loses, runs away, gets a Lamanite army to go and attack somewhere else. Alma has to cut him off. They have a big battle. Him and Alma fight face to face. He wounds Alma.
Yeah.
They're piling the bodies in the river to like cross over to the other side.
Hell yeah.
And then Alma kills him, and like right after that kind of renounces his reign as the chief judge and goes out and it's just a preaching.
And
more
we need to do it Peter Jackson style is what you're saying, right, dog?
Well, obviously it wouldn't be medieval. See, this is part of the problem. Is it going to be Mezzo or is it going to be Heartland?
Dude, whoever pays more. Like, I'll be honest with you. Whoever pays more.
Mezzo looks cooler. It's like more appealing to people.
The production value it's a lot more interesting to be in a jungle of Guatemala than in the Great Plains of Nebraska.
Yeah. So, but we'll have to just make it clear it's only for those reasons that we're not making a statement on where the Book of Mormon take place.
But let me tell you, if you want to make a statement, by paying for it, I'll make a fake mound somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing. Alma So this is where we can fill in some details to make a very compelling story out of this.
Okay,
because
rock
obviously
on.
you have the blockbuster elements as like a big battle, the two people from the countervailing sides opposing each other, one barely overcomes the other, and then he renounces his title apparently because of this conflict that he's gone through.
rock on.
So that's already pretty compelling right there, but we can fill in a couple more details. We go back to when Alma was wicked, when Alma the Younger was wicked, and we can assume that Amlici was probably somebody involved in the higher up echelons of the government, because how would he even be able to launch this almost successful coup to get a kingship out of it if he wasn't some sort of bigwig?
Yeah.
And how does
or like
Alma,
a Jeff Bezos or an Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Like he already had a pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how does Alma not interact with him? Because Alma's father is like the prophet. Alma becomes the chief judge after the reign of the judges. So obviously Alma's involved in the government as well.
Okay.
So if you've seen The Prince of Egypt, like the Ramses versus Moses type of thing. This was my home.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Pain and devastation. Yeah.
What, dude? Don't stop, bro. That was pretty epic, man.
Yeah, that clash of the brothers. Which is another
I forgot about that
archetypal
part.
classic. Yeah,
Okay.
which is a harken back to a previous song, and it's like really cool and stuff. So you can have Amlici start off as kind of the good guy. And he's not really into the religion stuff all the way, but he doesn't see a need to be overtly bad. He likes to be good. He's kind of edging for power a little bit, but you don't get the idea that he's just a completely devious guy. Whereas Alma, on the other hand, is just like, burn it all down, destroy everything.
Yeah.
And so they have like this kind of brotherhood type of thing, but Amlici is the more righteous one. All of a sudden, Alma has his transition.
Yeah.
And now he's super righteous. He's getting a lot more favor with his father, with King Mosiah. And Amlici's like, come on, man. Like, but he's happy for him because he's not being a bad boy anymore. But he's kind of like, now he's taking my spotlight.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, King Mosiah announces the reign of the judges instead of the kings. And Amlici was really happy because all of his sons had denounced the kingdom and he's next in line. But now he's instituted the reign of the judges, and Alma, this guy's best friend, who was going to be a nobody because he was like a bad boy and nobody wanted him around, is now the super uber righteous guy that's going to be the top guy in this new government that's being formed. And so that creates the conflict that carries throughout the whole story and propels it. And then you already have the details in the story itself of him like running away and facing Alma one-on-one, like their guards fight each other. So there's like the level before the boss level.
So
and they take
you
want to
make this a movie?
So this would be a very compelling movie. And I think the key to it would be not to make it explicit. You do the Lord of the Rings treatment for it. Or even the Prince of Egypt treatment for it. Obviously the Christian themes and the interaction with Christ and his gospel are there, but they're not featured.
Yeah.
And the reason, it's not like we're trying to run away from it, but the reason is you can still convey the values without making it like explicitly propaganda. And that's exactly what something like Lord of the Rings
maybe
does.
we just make it explicit propaganda.
So that was more Chronicles of Narnia. Like Aslan, he gets sacrificed by the evil queen, and then he like resurrects, and it's like he's very obviously Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And Tolkien actually didn't really like that about C.S. Lewis's work.
Beta.
Wait, who's the beta now? C.S. Lewis or Tolkien?
Tolkien.
Well, Tolkien
You're an artist. It's your job to be. It's your job. It's your job to be misunderstood.
That was actually what Tolkien was saying about C.S. Lewis.
Subtle. Who needs subtle?
Was Tolkien does.
But yeah, forget him.
But I propose that's how we do it because we want to draw people in.
Look, if you make me choose, I'll choose C.S. Lewis over Tolkien. That's just all I'm saying.
Okay. For Christianity, like Tolkien did not write mere Christianity or Grief Observed or those type of things. His wheelhouse was definitely more of like the fable and the lore. So yeah, that is the story of the Book of Mormon. Alma is a very good protagonist. He changes a lot. Amlici is because they start off like this and then they cross.
So you're saying there's good character arcs. There's
great
all the
character
trappings.
arcs, great
One question.
conflict. You don't have to deviate from the story very much. Like
you don't have to take
stuff.
creative license.
It ends with a giant battle where there's all these bodies being thrown into the river to make way.
There's one
so the
thing
army
missing though.
Okay,
that I think
what's missing?
If we weren't betas and we actually went with the old books and the scriptures, dragons.
Oh.
Where's the dragon, dog?
Okay.
If we had freaking Mesoamerican dragons.
Okay.
You're like, I don't know about this anymore. So look, I got good news for you, Luke. We're going to be making some movies here, some feature films here. We're starting low budge with some comedies, okay? But they're going to be really good. And hopefully someday we get the dragons and we can do this whole thing, you know, like straight up Lord of the Rings style.
Apparently they made Godzilla -1 for $15 million and it won the Academy Award for visual effects.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need a $130 million Indiana Jones budget to make a movie like this.
You almost ruin it when you have it there, I swear.
Yeah. So the constraint makes it
But also, who
better.
cares about the Oscars now? I'd rather just have a bestseller over one that wins a Caldecott Award or one that wins an Oscar. So anyway, yeah, awesome. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
And what do you want to do to take back the culture?
Yes, I was literally going to say, what stories in the Book of Mormon, if we were to actually write some cool scripts, maybe start out with some comic books and some other IP like that, what stories would you like to highlight in the Book of Mormon first? And also, hey, you know, if any of you guys want to be some angel investors in some of these early comedies that we're going to be doing, reach out on the website as well, and we'll definitely talk, because pretty soon we're going to be having some conversations about funding some feature films that are comedic in nature. So I think what you're feeling on the Lord of the Rings front is kind of like what I've been feeling on the comedic front. The truth is we do definitely need to reestablish positive LDS culture. And I think your ear is to the train tracks, and you are on point, my man. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, for this and more, please make sure you check us out at WardRadio.com.
This is gonna be the best day ever. This is gonna be the best day ever. Wake up.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. If you made it this far, we assume you like our stuff, so please make sure you smash that like button. Also, if you haven't shared one of our videos yet, please make sure that you share this video with your friends or your family. It helps grow the community. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, we have a handy dandy little subscription icon right here. And if you're already a subscriber, please make sure that you actually press the bell icon so you can receive an alert for each one of our daily uploads. Speaking of uploads, we got a whole playlist right here so you can catch up on all of our latest content. And if that's not enough for you, you can contribute directly to our channel by going to WardRadio.com and purchasing some merch. We have all kinds of cool hats and shirts available for sale at WardRadio.com with free shipping. And if that's still not enough for you, you can contribute directly to the channel via Venmo, via CashApp, and through Zelle. We also have a really cool Amazon wish list. A lot of the equipment you see here in the studio actually comes from our Amazon.com wish list, and the link to that will be in the description. And while you're on the website, please make sure you sign up for Ward Radio News, our newsletter. Just put in your email address and you're going to receive each one of the articles that we write every week for Ward Radio News. It is truly the most unapologetically independent LDS news out there, and a ton of fun. Speaking of fun, we got a Discord just for you, okay? Check out WardRadio.com, where there is a link to our Discord where you can hang out with all kinds of other fans of the show and other like-minded individuals. And as always, for this and more, please make sure you check us out at WardRadio.com. We will see you in the next program.